Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, I am what we would call a veteran. A veteran is someone who has served in the U.S. military. As I did my time in the military, 4 years of active duty and 2 years of reservist duty, I did not see combat, which I thank God for at this point. Having known quite a few comrades who had the unfortunate situation to be involved in combat, as well as family members, cousins, and this type of thing, I've become aware of PTSD. It's something that's very, very troublesome, not only for the individual who's going through that, it's also for the families and the members of their adjacent communities. Post-traumatic distress order is a real topic, and it's something that we as a people should be wanting to change for those individuals that have to go through it. Specifically, not having to go through that situation and not being affected by PTSD gives me more energy to give back to my comrades and those people who actually had to go through that circumstance. Because I was very fortunate and I didn't have to do that. I was just speaking recently to my cousin whose son had 3 or 4 tours in Iraq and Afghanistan and is currently suffering from PTSD. He's in psychological care, which is fantastic. But a lot of those individuals who return from these situations and return to civilian life don't have the infrastructure around them or don't have the opportunity to help themselves. Mission 22 is an organization that has taken on the fight against veteran mortality. According to the Department of Veterans Affairs, a study, over 20 U.S. veterans commit suicide on a daily basis in the United States. And if you just think about that for a moment and possibly look at some statistics that you might get out of the internet, comparing to the death or the mortality rate within combat, there are more U.S. veterans dying from the effects of PTSD and these types of disorders than in actual combat today. And Mission 22 has taken on the fight and doing everything they can with their ambassadorships and events around the United States to raise money, to raise awareness, and to assist these individuals in their needs. Last year, I was just looking at a recent statistic, they raised over $400,000 to help end the cause. And like I say, me being a veteran, I want to give back to my comrades that weren't so fortunate as I was. There's a thing about the terminology veteran. Veteran, when someone speaks of veterans, they think of people who've been in combat. But a veteran, in my perspective, is anyone who's taken the oath to defend their country and its ideals. And whether they've seen active combat or not, they've actually signed a blank check to their country, and it could mean giving their life. And these individuals that come back need our support. It's not really, for me, an American issue, as now being in Germany for over 35 years. There are combat situations all around the world. Lots of countries are involved in these types of things. And these individuals who put their life on the line to ensure that we're safe back in the civilian world, they need the support of their country when they come back home. And this is something that I think is being dealt with very well by Mission 22, and I'm proud to be a part of it.